are calling them. Madam, with 20,070 has been called out twice, cumulatively. We are demanding, not asking, we are demanding that ECZ addresses us right now, and if you have to make a correction, they do it immediately. Yes. Right now. Yes. We are demanding, and we are not leaving this place, that we are calling them. Madam Zalomes, the chairperson, if you are getting us, because there's even no process you have made for us to reach you. You have left us in the auditorium. You didn't give us a chance to even ask or communicate anything of importance to you. You have walked out with your team. But we have a serious query. In the interest of the democracy of this country, Kembe has been called out twice. Same results twice, computed twice.
I'm sure you have seen.
Come back and correct.
I'm sure you have seen this this video that is going around, where Kasonde Mwenda is making those demands. Now, you see, the problem with our brothers and sisters, they have been making these wild allegations from the word go. They have been making these wild allegations from the word go. And they have been quite hostile. They are very hostile. In some cases, even aggressive. Now, you know, in a process like this, counting votes, this is not a small thing. Counting votes, compiling votes, this is a tedious process. It is a tedious process, and mistakes are bound to happen. Mistakes are bound to happen. You know, they can happen. But maturity requires that you handle whatever issues that arise following proper channels. Trying to be militant, trying to be overzealous, it will not help the situation. It will not help the situation. I feel bad on how these guys are trying so hard. They are really trying so hard to render this entire process fraudulent. They want to discredit this entire process. They are playing to the gallery of the people. They are playing to the gallery of the international observers. They want to be seen by the international observers that ECZ is biased. But I'm here to stand with ECZ. ECZ for a long time have been very transparent, very consultative, very independent, and of course impartial. Very impartial. Like I've said, I've seen so many I've seen so many elections in this country. I've seen so many elections in the country. I've interacted with ECZ from a long time. This is one of the most credible ECZ we have ever had. This is one of the most credible ECZ we have ever had. I used to attend meetings with ECZ where you are almost fighting. But this time around, it's different. It's different. You know, there have been very few issues where we have not agreed with ECZ. Very few issues. There have been very few instances where ECZ has not listened to the political parties. ECZ has been even very open for discussion. Many political parties have sought meetings with ECZ, even on trivial matters, and yet ECZ has welcomed them and listened to them. The point I'm trying to make is that these guys are trying to make it like ECZ is being unreasonable. No. The history is there. The history is there. The pattern is there. We cannot judge ECZ by the unreasonableness and emotions of these guys, especially to the international observers out there. I'm sure those who are experienced, they do understand that emotions rise during the time of elections. Unreasonableness goes over the roof. It becomes bigger than the ego of individuals. If these guys really have a legitimate issue, I think there's a better way that they can handle ECZ. What they are doing is not helping them, unfortunately. What they are doing is not helping them, unfortunately. Coming out to the public and claiming these issues, I'm not saying they are wrong or right, but I'm just feeling that this is not the ECZ that is intolerant. This is not an ECZ where you cannot engage. This is ECZ which you can engage. But their attitude, their unreasonableness is making it difficult for them, and unfortunately. Not for ECZ, but for them. Because ECZ, so far they are doing their job as they are mandated by the law. And at the end of the day, they will declare the winner. They will declare the winner. And the process demands that if indeed some of these issues that they are raising, they are legitimate, the option they will have is to go to court. But making demands to say, hey, Achan Walela Ndavene, we are not asking, we are demanding. Kasonde Mwenda, who the hell are you to make those demands on ECZ? Who are you, Kasonde Mwenda? Who are you, Kasonde Mwenda? Alaga is three pima. Why pima? We must evaluate ourselves, weigh ourselves. Who are they to say we are not asking, we are demanding? Is that the way you negotiate? Is that the way you engage? Is that the way you engage? You have not given us an opportunity. There are many ways of reaching out to ECZ. If you have a legitimate query, there are many. And I can assure you, I have no doubt in my mind that the chairperson of ECZ, if there is a legitimate demand, I am very sure the chairperson would consider it. There are many ways that you can do this. These people, I mean, how? I don't know how to put it. How dumb can you be anyway? How naive can you be? How arrogant can you be to be calling on ECZ in that manner? If you have a legitimate, I mean, where I am, I have all the results that they are announcing. I have all the results, including videos. So where they have seen, they can simply take take a clip where Kembe was being announced first time, and then they take another clip where Kembe is being announced second time. Nicely put it in a flash, write a letter, put the flash in the envelope, accompanied by a letter, take it to ECZ, put it there, agent. I'm giving them free consultants since they don't want to reason. Take it to ECZ. If indeed it's legitimate, ECZ will look into that. Not always just wanting to quarrel with them. Why do you want to quarrel with ECZ? They don't want to quarrel with you. The information is out there. If really what you are saying is true, get a clip where it was. This is what UPND was doing. Remember UPND when you talk about which constituency is that? There's that constituency which was announced. What they did, they got a clip of that. They got a clip of that. And we also, why can't they do the same? Why want to quarrel with ECZ? Why make those unnecessary demands, unreasonable demands? Here is the advice. I'm giving you free advice. Stop quarreling with ECZ. Stop trying to play to the garage. No, playing to the garage doesn't help. This is not a time when you are supposed to play to the garage. You know, this is the time when you are supposed to show reasonableness. If you are talking about for the interests of democracy, be constructive in the way that you engage. Not this childish behavior that you are displaying. Very childish. You go in the auditorium and you shout. You want to play to the gallery. You want the international community to look at us to say, no, they're not doing the right thing. If you have got legitimate issues, why can't you engage ECZ in a more mature manner? It is possible mistakes can be made. It is very possible. Mistakes can be made everywhere. Even in America, they make mistakes. So there is nothing strange. There is nothing sinister about making a mistake. There is nothing sinister. It's possible. It can happen. But when it happens, and if you are a progressive person, you will not be behaving in the manner that these guys are doing. Get your facts. Get your evidence. Put it together. Put it in an envelope. Write a letter. Label it agent. Take it to ECZ. Right now, take it to ECZ. I can assure you. Otherwise, trying to say we are demanding, trying to intimidate ECZ. I've told you, it is a big mistake to quarrel with ECZ at this point, especially the chairperson. For some of you, you may not realize. You see, the only person who is mandated by law to announce the results is the chairperson. It's the chairperson. She's the one who's supposed to announce those results. By the way, they actually go to the Chief Justice because the Chief Justice is the returning officer. But all these things that are happening, it's the chairperson. And if the chairperson has got powers to hold to these elections, like they suspended it. They did suspend. What did you do? They have got powers. This is that have got powers. So if they want, with all this mess that you are doing, they can even hold this election. They have the powers. They are the ones who are supposed to conduct these elections. And where they see that the elections they are not going on properly, they have got those powers. And in case you want you want your own chairperson, you need parliament. You need parliament to ratify whoever the chairperson is. You need parliament. If they really want to sabotage you, they can sabotage you even when you have won elections. That's why I'm here at. Even if you have voted, you have got the votes. It is important to realize that power cannot just be given to you like that. You can even be sabotaged. So she can resign. You have a constitutional crisis. No, what? Okay, no, the chairperson will come in and whatever. You would have problems. So, no matter what emotions you have, I would advise you to engage ECZ soberly. Engage ECZ soberly, not in the manner that you are doing it. You are jeopardizing the little chance that you may have, not of winning, but at least of being a credible competitor. Because at the moment, Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election. That gap that you have you seen the gap? The gap that you are seeing is going to increase when votes start coming in from western side. If you calculate how many constituencies have been called in the UPND strongholds, there are not many. Most of the votes most of the results which have been called are from this side. They're from these other provinces. The UPND strongholds, we haven't gotten the full picture of it. Those of you who follow these things, you will remember that even in 2021, Edgar Lungu was leading in this side, Ukuk side, these provinces, the 7 provinces, if you like, Edgar Lungu was leading. Ukuk side, Edgar Lungu was leading. The moment the UPND strongholds came in, it upset everything, and he lost. So that gap that you are seeing will not reduce. Going forward, that gap will keep on increasing. You don't stand a chance of winning this election. So the only thing that you can do is to behave yourself so that at least you can be a credible competitor, not the nonsense that you are doing. Because at the end of the day, you end up bala mikata, we are not going to move out of this place. A public property, a public property, and you're saying you're not going to go. Is that your house? When did Mulungushi become your house? To say we are not leaving. We are not leaving. Who are you? Is that your property? Bala mikata pofi. Bala mikata pofi.
On our record, it is showing that.
So anyway, that's my comment. I'm feeling low, but not bad. Maybe it's maybe because these days I've run around too much, so maybe the body, is trying to adjust. We'll talk later. We wait for the next update. We wait for the next update. So far for me, ECZ is doing well. For me, so far ECZ is doing well. Be patient, man. Good afternoon.